What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Playmates Toys Jet Jaguar. That's right, my Zillions! Jet Jaguar joins the Godzilla Classic line from from Playmates Toys. It's gonna be, there's gonna be a movie monster series of Bandai as well coming in a couple months, so we're gonna get our Jet Jaguar fill, so that's very, very exciting for me as a big Jet Jaguar fan, and one that is desperately needing of some more Double J figures, especially in this size scale. I'm very happy about this. There's some very big differences here and with Burning Godzilla than there has been before these two in this line, and we're going to talk about that all. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. Kicking things off with a little box art nerd. It actually looks good in the box. I'm not a fan of open boxes. I've never been a fan of open boxes, and I wish they would stop. But they're not going to stop for like items for kids. I don't know why kids have to touch the figures. I never got that. Like, why do we have to touch the figures beforehand? Because it's not just kids. But it's the standard box that we've seen Playmates do, which is the style guide handed over from Bandai, previously Bandai America. And yeah, you know, just got the Playmates logo. Nothing going on the bottom. Jet Jaguar on the side. Jet Jaguar is just, yeah, it's like really simple. Collect all the monsters. I already have Final Wars and Space Godzilla, and now we got these two here. It just looks like every time that they put out like something new, it's just reissued with other stuff, I guess. Or maybe they just put out, you know, they just put it on the back. Like, this guy was the next one after that initial wave, and then now these two have them on there, and it is what it is, you know, like, I wish they were doing more at once, you know, but I guess that's fine for the wallet, but, you know, we just want more, don't we? Jet Jaguar's articulation, you got the head, you got the shoulder here, shoulder there, and waist, and that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 points of articulation on this guy. Could have been better. Taking a look at Jet Jaguar in full. All right, so what they did here was pose them out. They've posed all these guys out, but this guy's really posed out. And I'm very surprised he didn't fall during my monologue. You know, it was like maybe on the third try though, but he made it through. Yeah, that works, but, you know, that said, he does have a problem standing. It's partially the pose, partially the way they angle the feet, you know. He falls down. He falls down, you know, like, you gotta really, yeah, he's not gonna cooperate now. You gotta really, like, mess around with his feet. I did heat it up a little bit earlier, and maybe that helped with the posing, but yeah, that's a little bit problematic. You do maybe want to get like a stand to put around him for your displays, if you're gonna use them for display. If you're just playing around with them, you know, or getting them for your kids might get frustrated, you know, like my kid gets frustrated when stuff like that happens. So it is one of those things. Don't put it past kids to, like, you know, hate on that as adults would, like, because they would. But that said, proportionally, it's not bad. I feel like this arm might be a tad small, but I don't know. Like, you know, the fist is closed, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It feels a little small, but I don't know. I think proportionally otherwise, it's pretty fine. It does seem like something's up with that, but I'm not 100% sure. But that all said, I actually really like this. Now, you know, Playmates went vinyl. Everybody was asking for it. Playmates went matte. Everybody was asking for it. However, maybe they don't have that quite down pat as, first, if you watch my Burning Godzilla review, the dude is purple. And secondly, stuff like this happens where they probably thought it was a good idea in practice, but standing problem is a big problem. And they're too matte. Like, this guy looks like he's pretty dusty, and which is fine if you've seen Godzilla versus Megalon, that they're basically, battling on dirt, so it's fine in those aspects, but it might be a little bit too matte. I do like it though. For the most part, I think the paint is decent. There's some spots, obviously, where it's going to be a little messed up, and I do got like a little blotch of red there, right there on his knee pad. But I like the sculpt a lot, Again, I do like the pose. This is a good forward fighting Jet Jaguar. I really do dig it. That is cool. That is very cool in my opinion. And the sculpt work is really good. You can see here on the feet look really awesome. I like it a lot, and I love how, and I never really thought about this, but like, this is a awesome, like, martial arts, wrestling, MMA type of, like, design where it's like, the padding is like over the feet, and then you got the shin guards there, but like, I like how that looks all together. The paint is very well done in this blue over the silver, and I like that a lot. And both feet, they just look really, really cool. The knee pads are done pretty well. You got that blotch right there, but otherwise, it's not bad. You got a little bit of overspray there, but it's not that bad. Then you got the red here that goes up into there, and that's, sculpted out, and that looks pretty decent. The yellow in the middle looks pretty good. Red again over here. The yellow in the back, it's a little offline on his butt there, but it's on the back, and it's not the biggest deal. This part here, dorsal fin spine thing, looks good. The way they painted this, totally fine. They didn't really sculpt anything out there, but they didn't really need to either. And then this yellow is a little bit different than this yellow. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be. I can't remember right now, but it is different. If that bothers you, it bothers you. And then this symbol, whatever that's supposed to be, looks pretty good, pointing at his Krajiji. Like, I don't mind it. The silver and blue around it is actually painted very well. The chest looks good, silver, red around that. Again, it's so matte though. And then his, and it's all sculpted well. I do like that. The neck piece is sculpted well. Looking at it on the back, not bad. This arm here, karate chopping arm, looking pretty good. The shoulder is painted decently. The silver here looks good. The blue elbow pads look pretty good. I thought this moved. This is why I stopped when I was doing the articulation. I thought that moved, but maybe it doesn't. It moves a little bit. Or, I don't know, maybe I'm breaking it. Hand is pretty good. Fist on this side for punching. Looks pretty decent. Overall, this arm is decent as well. There's nothing really to complain about, except maybe, again, is it too small? I'm not exactly sure. I like how this back piece looks here on the neck. That looks awesome. And then the head sculpt is pretty good. Like, he's got like some stray like paint line going from his mouth that way. Could be some sort of seam line as well, but I think it's just, I don't know, some weird fold in the paint or in the sculpt a little bit in the plastic. It's just a good Jet Jaguar though. I really like it. His teeth look good. The eyes are painted well. His nose looks decent. It's a nice silver. The whole head sculpt looks really nicely done. Very nicely sculpted. Red around here is in line and done well. I love those rivets above that. Yeah, guys, I do like this figure. I mean, the standing issue aside, and that's a big issue, and maybe this arm thing that I'm sort of like harping on, but I wasn't really thinking about it before review. I do like this figure a lot, and I just like that we have a 6-inch scale Jet Jaguar. Playmates got theirs out first before Movie Monster Series redid theirs. I do have some little scuffage in here and here, but that's fine. And I am looking forward to the Movie Monster Series one, but this is more action packed. It really is. If you get him to stand, he will look cool, because maybe he's running. Or maybe not, but I do dig it. I really do. For your size comparisons, here's Jet Jaguar with a bunch of figures you might have in your collection. And my final thoughts, I honestly really like this Jet Jaguar. I do have a couple of issues with it. Standing is one, I can get him to stand, as you're seeing here at the end. So it's a matter of just finagling it the right way. So that's an issue, but I'm sure as figure collectors we have tons of stands. So if you're getting him, just use the stand, you'll be fine. Because it's well worth getting. For the price point, this is a really good looking Jet Jaguar. I think it really looks the part. The paint for the most part is pretty good. It is a bit too matte. It is very dull, but I don't hate it. Like, the paint is good, so yeah, that's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. The weird little arm. Is it weird? I don't know. You guys let me know below. Like, am I going crazy there? Is arm, the punching arm looking a little small to you? Or is it just because it's, like, cocked backwards? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about that. So, that's like a weird gray area for me. Either way, I really do like this figure. Of the two new Playmates Godzilla Classics figure, this is the one to get in my opinion. It is very, very cool. And, we're lacking in Jet Jaguar figures, so definitely pick this up if you see it. I think overall, if you like Jet Jaguar, you will be happy with this one. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. And if you please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.